If you have a desire, it will be met sooner or later. Any desire, if you have any desire, doesn't matter what it is, you name it. Material desire, sexual desire, the desire to travel, whatever the desire is, if you have a desire, it will be met. Because desire creates the universe. And by virtue of you having the desire, it means it is consciousness wanting to have that experience via the lenses of the character in which consciousness, that is you, is experiencing the character. So if right now you have the desire to travel, but you don't see it, you have no idea how it's going to happen, etc., etc., make no mistake about it, my friend. The universe will deliver that desire to you at some point or other. It has to. It has to, because the universe is the play of the divine. You are the divine. The universe is the play of consciousness. It is actually a play. It is actually a video game of a movie in which consciousness gets to experience itself in an infinite number of ways, because it is infinity. And so when you have a desire, a strong desire inside of you to do something, to be something, or to have something, consider it done. But where it becomes problematic is when you want it to happen now. And when you're not able to see that everything is actually perfect and everything happens on time, and you relax and you stop rushing this wanting this desire to manifest now. So if, let's say, you have a deep, strong desire in you, a call to have a partner, to have a partner, but maybe you haven't been in a good relationship, a solid relationship for 3 years, 4 years, maybe you've never been in a relationship, and right now your track record says you've never met someone, you've never had a relationship. So now you tell yourself, well, I'm never going to find somebody, right? But you have a deep desire in you to end up with someone, to have a partner. Guess what? If that desire is actually strong enough and deep enough in you, it means you're actually simply looking at your future, and you're just sensing where your script is taking you. And that desire will manifest itself, because consciousness wants to experience having a partner through the lenses of the character that you're in. And then your job becomes to simply recognize that desire creates the universe and relax, and not rush any experience. Just relax. Relax. Trust that all your desires are already met, because they are already met, actually, if you see it from a higher perspective. All your desires are already met, because your desires are planted inside of you, because you are consciousness, you are the creator. You've created the universe, and you've created your own character, and you've planted all the experiences, all the seed for all the experiences that you would like to experience. So if you strongly identify with a desire, know with your heart that that desire is already done, it's already manifested, it's already in your script, but you don't know when. And then the attachment to when the desire shall manifest, how it shall manifest, and all the technical stuff, left brain shit, rational brain stuff, right? All that stuff is going to create an icky feeling of you that something is not right and something is not complete. And it makes you in a state of chasing, in a state of longing, in a state of wanting. The desire itself is not a problem at all, because that's actually like, without desire, there's no universe. There's no manifestation, there's no physical manifestation, there's no experience. What creates your experience is your desire. And at every moment, your desire projects the universe to you. Meaning, right now I am walking and walking and walking, because it is precisely my desire, consciousness's desire, to walk. I am walking with farmlands to my right and to my left, because that is precisely what my desire is. And so my desire to be walking and to be surrounded by cows and by mountains and by trees is projecting my universe to me. Meaning every minute of your life is your desire manifested in physical form. So in other words, every experience you have, every moment is actually your desire manifesting. So if you're struggling financially right now, it's because you desire to experience poverty. You desire to experience financial scarcity. Absolutely. Make no question about it. We agreed to come here. In fact, we already planned our lives before we come here. We agreed to have all these experiences because we desire to have them. We want, if you're experiencing financial scarcity, it's because you want to experience financial scarcity. You want to know what it feels like. Perhaps it'll help you gain more compassion for the poor people in the world or something, But make no mistake about it. Every experience you have is your desire manifested. Every good, pleasant experience and every bad, unpleasant experience. So if you identify strongly with certain desires and you feel like, man, I really want to do this. I really want to travel. It's just, and you feel it in your heart. Oh, make no mistake about it, my friend. That is written in your future. That is written in your script. The universe will bring it to you because the universe is user-friendly. The universe responds to its creator. You, the creator, plant the desires to have these experiences. So right now, if you have a strong desire in you to find a partner, somebody to share a life with, but your current situation tells you, well, that seems like an impossibility right now. No, that's just what your current situation is. But if that desire is also from your heart and it's coming from a deep place, that's also written in your future. And that's when you begin to really trust that the universe is always providing you with everything you desire and everything you want at every moment. And that's when you begin to truly embrace every moment, because you realize, well, right now I actually want to be alone. You realize, oh yeah, I signed up for this. Right now is the part I desire to be alone right now. You start to understand that every moment is your desire manifested. And you realize, oh yeah, I want to be alone right now. Actually, that's actually my deepest, truest desire, is to be alone. How do you know this? By virtue of you being alone right now. By virtue of the moment. By virtue of the moment. If you have a desire to travel, right? But right now you're stuck somewhere and you're going to have to be stuck there for, whatever, the next number of years, then you understand that, oh wait, by virtue of me being in this place, I actually want to be in this place. And then you start to understand that sometimes your desires are simply, like if you have a desire to travel, you're just like traveling to the future. You're just seeing your future. So your current desire, your current situation reveals to you your innermost current desire, what you truly want to be in the moment. And when you get these other desires, like to travel, to have a partner, or stuff like that, then you're simply gazing into the future. That's all you're doing, is you're gazing into the future. You're just seeing what is in store for you in the future. You're time traveling. Because again, like, this desire is not a bad thing. Desire creates the universe. Desire manifests experience. The problem is when we begin to attach to our desires. This is when we lose trust in the universe. We lose trust that every moment is actually a perfect moment. That the universe actually already knows what we want without us having to even communicate to the universe what we want. Because, let's face it, free will is an illusion. Everything is written, everything is maktub, and we all signed up for this, folks. We all signed up to experience this 3D, third density, physical reality on this planet. We signed up for this. Let's not kid ourselves here. You signed up to be traumatized in your childhood. You signed up to be abused by your parents. You signed up to be abused sexually, if that's something that happened to you. You signed up for it. We're all here essentially to serve, to love. And so we chose, before coming here, many of us chose to have experiences which we are traumatized, so that we could gain compassion and empathy for our fellow beings on this earth, so that we could help from that place of compassion and empathy. If you haven't experienced the human condition, if you haven't experienced the trauma of third density, how could you truly and authentically gain the desire to help. Because if you go through the trauma, you understand, wow, that's what third density is like. That's what people have been experiencing here for many, many thousands of years. I know how it is now. And then you feel much more compelled to serve, to help, to alleviate the suffering, to raise the vibration. So essentially, you signed up for all your experiences. And if you want to go into the ultimate place of trust in the divine, trust in cosmic love, then you actually just even stop desiring in a way, because you understand that every moment is my desire manifest. And you kind of, in a way, stop thinking. You stop thinking so much. You stop desiring so much, because you're like, well, right here is my desire. My innermost desire is every moment. And right now, I want to be under the sun. I want to be surrounded by mountains and farmlands. And I want to be making this video. That's my truest, deepest desire. A year ago, my truest, deepest desire was to be in Canada, was to be in a cold place, in a cold country, doing whatever I was doing at the moment. And that actually, the universe already knows what you want. It already knows what you want. All it requires from you is to get out of your own way. That's where meditation comes in handy. If you get out of the way, then the way will do its thing. The way will act according to the way, you know? So the moral of the story, I think how we can rest in this and trust is to develop a Hakuna Matata mentality, a no rush mentality. No rush, because we always rush to experience things, right? Like, I want a partner right now. I want to experience what it's like to be with someone right now, to have a relationship with someone, to share a life with someone right now. Right now. And the desire could be like from your heart. It could be coming from a deep place. You really want to do this. You really want to share and love. But then you rush it. You're like, I want to do it now. And that creates scarcity, and that makes you get out of the present moment. And that makes you forget that actually what you want right now is to be alone. That's what you really want. And so you relax. You stop seeking experiences. You say, well, you know what? Everything that is written in my plot, I'm going to experience anyway. And that whenever I jump out of the present moment, I'm actually just time traveling into the future and seeing what my future is like. But must not rush. Must not rush. And if you could begin to develop this no rush mentality and relax into the moment, which meditation helps with tremendously. But you could also use this as a mantra. You could just like grab your beads or something and just say no rush, no rush, no rush, no rush. And you could use that as a mantra, and that helps also. You could just say no rush, no rush, no rush, no rush. No rush, no rush, no rush. Really, no rush, just no rush. No rush, no rush, no rush, no rush. No rush. Oh, it's a sunny day today, but I feel I want to stay at home. You know, but then your mind's like, well, go enjoy the sun, dude, you know? But you just say, no rush. I'm just going to hang out at home. Yeah, it's nice and sunny, but I'm going to hang out at home. No rush, no rush, no rush. And you begin to stop rushing for experiences. And in that non-frenzy way of being alive, you begin to really rest in the moment, enjoy the moment, and find contentment. You begin just being content because you rest into the moment. You surrender into the moment. I talked about this in a previous video, you know, surrendering to the Tao, surrendering to the way, just flowing with the Tao, flowing with the way, and how that brings you contentment in every moment. No matter if the experience is pleasant or not pleasant, at least you're content in the moment because you surrender to the moment, you surrender to the flow of it. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you to our lovely Patreons for your continued support. I love you guys, and all the people who made the one-time donations on PayPal, I love you guys. If you would like to do any of those things, maybe join the Patreon family, contribute with like $2 a month or something, you know, it's up to you. The links are in the description. I love you guys. Instagram, Saeed Mobayed. And until next time, may the force be with you.